again. Finally got the phone mostly charged up. Right now, what I'm going to be doing, aside from connecting the power cable to what I've already done, I just reviewed my notes and was like, oh, I should have done this first. So, this basically, reason why I have this here is because I want to make sure that all the connections are even. Oh my god. I have to find, there we go. This one's, I always find this one's like the tough one to get in. The motherboard one is hard to get in, and it's hard to keep it in. Okay, so next I'm going to do the CPU, the first CPU cable, and yeah, I'm going to do this one first. So both CPU cables are going to go here. I just move my hand out of the way. There we go. There, that's the first one. And I need to find the second one. I think this is the second one, right? Yeah, two CPU. Because when I do the other side, you'll see in a moment. So it's that one. PCI Express. This is the one that will go to the PCI Express. So, or this will go to the GPU, which is through this hole. No wait, oh, sorry. Through this hole. So basically, somehow I'm gonna bring that in there, in the closest hole to the motherboard, and then I gotta bring this. Make sure that everything's all lined up there, because I only have one PCI, or in need of one PCI cable. There we go. Just have to line it up. And there we go. So PCI is ready. This is SATA. So I need to do my SATA cables next. So that's the 6-port ones. So these guys here, these guys. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Literally, I just have this little bit to do, and that's it. So 6-pin. I have 2 connections. This should be long enough for this one here. So I'm going to put this one in the very last hole. There it is. So I'm going to go as far to the right as I can, because these two are going to go for this guy here, which is the controller for the fan, which I have up there. And then this is for, and then the second one is for the hard drive that's down here. Now, which one's the long one? I'm trying to look for the really long cable. This one, I think, might be able to. Let's see here. I might actually have to. So this one here will go here. This is the longer of the two. I think this is the shorter of the two here. No, this is another long one. And then that's a one. That's CPU. Where's this? Where's the Molex one that goes to this one? Oh, there it is. I had another one just on the half chance I needed a Molex connector. That way I can actually extend it, but I don't think I need it, especially with this one. So that's basically all my profiles, I think. Because I need one for the hard drive, which is here. I think it's this one. I'll know in a second. Yeah, it is the other way. because I need to put this one over the other side, so I know where they are on the chip. It's just I can't remember which side is which. Is it this side? It seems to be catching. Okay, so that's that one. So that goes to that connector, and then this one should go through this way, and I'll be able to. I should be able to do the other. Okay, not through the motherboard cable. The other. Wait, thank you. So that's basically all my cabling done. I just have to make sure this is like where it needs to go. So this is going to go there. This is looking like a rat's nest right now, but it will be fine in a second. So I'm going to turn this way. I don't need that other cable. I don't need these three. So these guys will be going up that way in a hot second. And then I have this one. Ugh. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit of a rat's nest for a second. So with that, I'm just gonna. Hopefully I can do this right. Oh, come on. Go in there. Oh, for crying out loud. And across and turn. Without pinching my fingers, thank you very much. Or pinching anything else and other cables and such. And then I don't know if you guys can. Oh, you can't see. Okay, good. I basically have to put this. I line this up to where I see hole there, hole there, hole there, and that one. So I got my 4 bits. I think I got the right. Is that the right size? That is. So I'm going to go with this one first. Oops. Oh, okay, fine. Let me just use the regular bit. Okay. Should be that one, and then this one here. I'm going to do the top 2, and then I'm going to do the bottom 2. This one here, so the bottom one. So why is that one? It seems a little on the one side. And then the last one goes here. Should be able to finish this. What you don't want to do is put it in any of the honeycomb thing. So there we go. So that's in secured. Holy crap. This is the last little bit. So I got all my power cables connected. Actually, I'll turn this around. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's in there. Good. I'm gonna turn this around to this side. Now I got all the pieces. This cable is gonna go this way. So I got that one going in, and then I'm gonna push back the slack a little bit. Well, as much as the slack as I can. I have this one up here. I think I might only need... Don't I actually have to go this way? No, I have to go that. No, it's that way. Okay. I just have to line it up. So it's a little hard on this side. Less I do this side. Either way, it should line up. So. Do I actually have to do it this side? Okay, fine. Let's do it this side then. It sounds like people are doing fireworks, so. Which way are you? Are you left or are you right? This one's a little difficult, so I might actually do just this one here. Okay. That way, yeah, it should be going in that way, so. Just a second. Just have to have a steady hand here. Is that a room? No, I'm not thinking I'm right way. I think it is catching, so. I'm just gonna disconnect this one for a second so I can see. So it is that way. Okay, so I did do it right. I just didn't see. Yeah. I'm just trying to connect it. It's a little on the left side. Sorry, I'm just trying to. My hand's in the way. I'm trying to get this thing in. Just I need my light. Just a second. Look around. No, I don't need the calculator. I want the light. Thank you. So, yeah, I was doing it the right way. So, yeah, that way to there. So it should go in. Should be in the right position now. Unless it's just being, oh, it's just being stubborn. Okay. And then I just put the other one back in. Right beside it. Of course, I'm being stubborn here. There we go. So this will have to go there. And then the slack is already slacked. Okay, so what else do I need? The CPU. Okay, I'm gonna go on this side of things. Okay, so we have the power, so the PC. So ends the 4. And it should be here. So I'm gonna feed this through. Actually, I'm gonna make sure that I feed this through the right way. There, and then I'm going to feed this one later. I only have like one more cord, I think. So there's this one, which basically needs to go that way. So I need to flip this over. So I need to place that way. And because I have such small hands, and I'm lucky that I have small hands, if I can get this right, I only need one cord, so that's why I'm like, ugh. This one's always the hardest to plug in. It's mostly by feel. Holy crap. Okay, that's part of it. Imagine me having the... I have to do this at a different angle. For a minute. I do this so I can see where the hell this thing is. Sorry, I'm just gonna tilt this so I get my hands in proper position. Let's see. So the 4 is right there. I have to go down. Come on. Come on, just drop it. Number 4, right there. Have you oriented the right way? Sorry, I'm just... There we go. Okay, got that one done. And no damage to the fins, no damage to the fins. Those are very sturdy freaking fins. I'm really liking this system. And then this is the full block, so I don't mind. This just does the entire thing. So I'm going to pull this through. Give myself as much room as I need. Go back on this side. So I'm going to move some of this other stuff over. So close. That's all. Ultimate tilt person. There we go. Had a little bit caught. Okay. So the 8-pin basically needs to go needs to go right. Come on. Line it up, you strawberry. Luckily I have small hands. So there we go. And there we go. So I pull the slack. Make sure that the wires have nothing coming out as much as I can. Although I'm gonna reseed this one. Sorry GPU, but I'm gonna redo this one. I'm gonna pull up and from underneath. From underneath. So this is the PCI one. It's just a little on the... I'm on PCI. Oh, for crying out loud. Feed you strap it to the inside here. Now get the other NDU. There we go. So said I wanted to go through the hole. Where's the hole? In the hole, in the hole. Oh, there's a big hole. It's the one that's here. Okay. So the one that's kind of covering. So that hole. Yes. That's the hole I wanted. Yes. There. That's better. Now I can see this through. Again, push until you hear a click. Just like, I'm gonna make sure that these guys here are clicked in. They are. Okay. Cool. So that's all that. Okay. Cool. So I'll just pull that through, and then we'll go on to the cable tying. Yay! Where's the PCI Express? Where are you? There. pull as much as I can. Holy crap, this is a bit of a rat's nest back here. Okay, so again, turn this around. As you see, it's very messy. Very, very, very messy. Holy. Yeah, it's a bit of a rat's nest here. Let me center it so you guys can see. Yeah, it's very much a rat's nest. But don't worry, I still have these two left. So, the first one I want to do is this one here. Just going to make sure that I have it the right way, which is this way. Is it the ID, or the ID? I'm so used to old fashioned here, right? Yeah. There we go. That's that one. And this is a short cord, so it's going to go there. And then this one here just plugs into this guy here, I think. Yeah. There we go. So now I get to do all the cable tying, and this is where having Velcro ties helps a hell of a lot in terms of cable management. So I'm just gonna grab cables and start tying them. Usually you use zip ties, but I'm like, just on the half chance I need to change cables or something. I want easy access. This is still there. I want to wrench it as tight as I can with this, with these cable ties. So. I should be able to fit some of the stuff in here. So, in terms of this type of cable tying, should be able to. My cable tying days are not that. I'm not that good at cable tying, so. Okay, I can do another one. I can do another one for all these cables here. And oh, look at that, I have a little spot where I can feed through. Oops, other way. Let's do it this way, mate. There we go. This way I can just wrench it tight. It goes. I can go as tight as I want with this one. And then I should be able to. Just keep it there, and then I should be able to. If I do right, I should be able to. And there we go. So that's ready. That still keeps everything there. This one is still a little bit of a hard sell. Oh, I know what I can do. Just did this one. I can easily open this one. This one would probably be easier to do anyways. This is like the last stage here, so I'll make sure that everything's all nice and snug, and then should be able to push this into place. I still have more cable tying to do, or at least cable placement. Other reason why I like this case, should be able to do this. I still have this cable. I have a lot of cables that I really should be able to shove. I'm just gonna keep adding. I have a shit ton of or crap ton of these, so I'm like, I might as well make sure that everything is kind of tied together. So that way I don't have to worry about talented hand here. Okay, maybe not as super talented, but definitely some skills here. Again, I want to make sure that this is all kind of how tight can I go. And this is the reason why I want to use Velcro ties versus other, because it's softer on the. Okay. Oh, I forgot to add that. Okay, where's the? I'll take a look at this again. Okay. It's just as easy, or just as easy to open this up. Pull you, and then zip that. This is going to be like crude but effective. You know? Something that one should have. So at least my cable tying is not too bad. Loved it if it was. There we go. And then go through the other way. The other hole. In a hole, in a hole. Okay, fine. Should be able to. Another reason why I like these cable ties. Boom. I think the only thing I need to tie is these guys here. It's just these guys here. Okay. One last tie. Should do it. It's not exactly clean, but it will definitely do. Especially if I can get. Okay. If I can get these guys, these two ribbons, to stay put, and then go here. Then I can use this tie hole here for all frickin' three. And then tie it as tight as I can. Or as flat as I can, really. And then that just kind of sits there. I don't think I'll be able to. Oh, I could just bring it through. Alright. And it'll still do what I need it to do anyway, so. There. Kinda crude. This is the only piece that needs to be stuffed in. There. I think I'm ready to go in terms of putting this thing. Oh right, I need to go back here. Cable management is not exactly my forte, but I did get it to work, so that's a yay for me. I just have these two pieces here. Just do that. It's actually not bad. Considering that this is like my first build ever. I need to go into the back for a second. Because I need to put this plate back on. Okay. So this thing basically goes like that and it locks in place. So this just prevents anything from untying or loosening up. Oh, for crying out loud. Get in the hole, you bloody thing. So yeah, now it's solid in. Can't move it. Good. So, holy crap! I actually got this built in one day. No less. Okay. What, 4 hours? So, 4? No. Yeah, about 4 hours. Right. Grabbing the two pieces here. I'm on the last little bit here, which I'm happy for. I have like little decals that I need to put onto the thing, but I can always do that later. So the first one, I'm gonna make sure that everything is in, everything is snug, and then there's no obstructions. No. Oh, for crying out loud, would you stay? I get it. What is making you... Okay, I am on the right side, yeah. What is making you... What? I made you, like, snug. Snug and tight. It's as tight as it's going to get. That's tight, tight. That could be tighter. Oh, it's that. Okay. What the bloody hell just happened here? Oh, that's why. Okay. I'm just trying to get this to come in. So, this is the one I need. And this should... Okay. Okay. And that's as snug as a rug is a rug. Good. So... I haven't turned on anything or anything. CPU is still in the 0 stage, so. Holy crap. Is this down or is this me? No, it's... This is why I went with this design. I want to make sure that this is tight. I don't want it like too tight, but there we go. And the last panel is going on. At least this panel, this one's easy. It goes on like these panels are very simple. So I'm just kind of reaching over. Sure. Why don't I just do this? So. There's two There's two screws that are just sitting there. That basically is where the thing is going to hook into, and then I just have to make sure these two are aligned. Where's number 2? Number 2, are you? Oh, I have number 2 on the thing already. Cool. I always do like a quarter turn over it, and that's it. This is basically maybe taking me 4 hours, but this is done. It's ready to go for final testing, which I'll be doing a part 5 for this. So yeah, I got this all set up. It looks really good so far. I'm happy with how it's set up. So, when I get the SD card, you'll probably see this in part 5, so I might actually do this in series, so I'll have to see. So,